When you stop giving attention to your beliefs, the mind, the thoughts will quiet down. It is your attention. It is the shifting of the beliefs. It is the healing of the beliefs. It is the trying to think positively and not negatively. All that work, all that attention is keeping the beliefs. If you've been trying to shift your beliefs, either with mental work, journaling, asking why you have these beliefs, what is the origin of this belief, or any other method, or whether with energetical work, with EFT, with healing, with energy healing, multidimensional healing of the beliefs, ancestor healing to dig out your subconscious belief. If you've been doing a lot of work and you still have worrying thoughts, anxious thoughts, you're overthinking, then this video is for you, and I will explain why the mind hasn't quieted down. I worked with a number of coaches and business owners who worked on their beliefs and worked on themselves for many years, sometimes 10-15 years, and it was only when they stopped giving attention to the beliefs and became simply aware of the beliefs, then the mind settled down, the thoughts quieted down on their own within just few weeks. Why did you start shifting your beliefs and working with your beliefs in the first place? Do you remember why? It is because you either read about it, or someone told you, or you heard it somewhere, or you watched it maybe on YouTube or somewhere else online, that you needed to shift your beliefs. You needed to get rid of the negative and do the positive, do the more beneficial, have more beneficial beliefs, have positive beliefs, have higher consciousness beliefs, right? That's all. It was because you experienced it. A belief is formed by your experience, negative or positive. And because you gave attention to that experience, you gave attention to that belief, it was formed as a part of your identity. Are you able to change? You create a perception of change, again, by shifting one belief or changing one belief and replacing it with another belief, maybe more beneficial, but it is still a belief, and it is still a limitation, and it still keeps you in the mind, and it still keeps you in the ego, which means there are thoughts, there are worrying thoughts, there are anxious thoughts, just different thoughts. So how do we stop reinforcing? How do we stop giving attention to the beliefs? Well, instead of attention, we need to be in the state of awareness, because awareness is the state awareness is the state you were born in before any belief was formed, positive or negative. Awareness is the pure consciousness. It's how every single baby is being born in that state. It's a state of awareness. It is a state of non-identity. It's not knowing who I am, not knowing my gender, not knowing the name, not knowing the religion, not knowing anything about this world. Just imagine like white blank sheet of paper. And then the beliefs, the ego, started forming itself with the name, with the identity, with the religion, with the upbringing, with the environment, with my family, with everything, how this world, who I am, where I belong, how this world functions. And all that is just a mental concept. It's the mind being cluttered with information which is completely irrelevant and prevents you from living in stillness and peace and happiness, just kind of like pureness. Did you need to do anything? Did you need to do any effort to get the consciousness burdened with the outside world, with the knowledge, with anything? No, it happened. Did you need to do anything as a baby? No. People talked to you, parents told you what to do, and just like a sponge, the consciousness got polluted. Sometimes you may say veiled, because polluted is like very negative. But for this purpose of explanation, it will do. And at the same time, the same way, there is nothing you need to do to get to the original state. On the contrary, the more you are trying to do, the more you keep yourself imprisoned in the mind, in the ego, because ego is about doing. It gives you a false perception of a result, of doing something, getting somewhere, of an effort, going from one stage to another. But consciousness is always only now. There is no doing required. You only stay in the state of awareness. You return to your original state. And you be it where you are. Every single moment during your day. It's so interesting because none of the masters or enlightened gurus ever said something about healing or shifting beliefs. Buddha sat down under the tree, and what was he doing? What was he doing? He wasn't doing. He was just being. He was being in the state of awareness, which he calls meditation, and he was aware of the ego, of the mind. He just watched the mind. What is watching the mind? Awareness, being in the state of awareness. And that is how the mind transcended. The fears transcended. All the mental concepts transcended. Socrates said, know thyself. The same concept. Nothing about healing the beliefs, nothing about dig out the subconscious beliefs and change it, or nothing about thinking positively. No, he said, know thyself. What is that? It's being aware. Every single moment of your day. Being aware, and what needs to come to the light will come to the light. Carl Jung said, until you make the subconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. And the process of making subconscious conscious is through being aware, because every moment is there for your awareness, for you being aware. Every moment, whatever emotions the moment brings, whatever the thoughts the moment brings, whether you are talking to your spouse, whether you are sitting at the dinner table with your family and talking, or maybe arguing, whether you are at work dealing with a difficult client or important project, whether you're watching the news. It doesn't matter what it is. Every moment is there for your awareness. And when you are aware throughout your day, all the subconscious will come, and you just need to be aware of it, and the awareness transcends it, just like it was with Buddha. But you just do it during the day, because you are not Buddha. You have family, you have kids, you have responsibilities. So become aware. I recorded several videos on my channel where I explain how to be aware. There are awareness meditations. There is a playlist. If you go on my channel, there is a playlist, awareness meditations. You can pick any of it or listen to it all. Practice awareness. Awareness is like a light that transcends the darkness. It's like the filter that filters the water, the polluted water to the clear water, the burdened, polluted, corrupted consciousness, corrupted by the outer world, by the information, by the knowledge, and transcends it into its pure original state. This is why you haven't been able to live with a quiet, peaceful mind, with absolutely unbothered thoughts, because you have a belief, back to the beliefs, that you need to shift beliefs, or do something with them, heal them. And the world proves it to you because other people are shifting their beliefs. And they shift some negative beliefs into a positive, and then they tell you, yeah, but okay, this method now doesn't work with this belief because we need to dig deeper, because now we are going deeper, and now you need to use a different method. And it's all just about methods, and it's all about different work. And that is how the ego, the mind, keeps you in the illusion of doing and work and effort, and it's reinforcing itself. It's reinforcing the illusion that there is something that you need to do. There is nothing you need to do. Just be. Be aware. Be in the state of awareness. At any moment during the day, you are in one of two states of consciousness. You're either in the mind, in the ego, in the unconscious state, in the beliefs, in the thoughts, in the identity. Or you are in the state of awareness, being aware of the ego, being aware of the identity, being aware of the mind, being aware of the thoughts, being aware of the belief system. If you're in this state, in the mind state, mind consciousness, you're giving attention to the thoughts. You're being bothered by the thoughts. You're giving attention to the emotions. You're giving attention to the world. That's why you have negative emotions, because now you have anxiety. You're looking at what is going on, and you have anxiety. You have anger. Whether it is the world, meaning even your world, family, your house. It doesn't need to be world, what is going on in the world. It's really what is going on in your life. And the more attention you are giving to it, the more beliefs there are. The more attention to doing any work with the beliefs, the more the mind reinforces itself, or the ego. The other state, the original state, is the state of awareness. There is no belief. There is no belief. You're being aware of the beliefs. You're being aware of the mental constructs. You're being aware of the ego. But none of it is you. And when you keep being consistently in this state of awareness, the mind cannot reinforce itself. The thoughts will quiet down. There will be less and less of them. The mind will quiet down. The beliefs will transcend on its own. It's a self-correcting mechanism of consciousness. There is nothing you need to do. There is nothing you can do. You only can have a perception, an illusion that you are doing something. And this illusion, this false perception, has been keeping you in the work of shifting beliefs and healing beliefs and changing beliefs into more positive ones for so many years.